Hey guys, Tanya and David with Outside by Side.
Work, parents, kids, we know you're busy. When was the last time you thought about your anode rod and your water heater on your travel trailer?
We're here to remind you and show you how it's done.
Stay tuned. Look at that view. Okay, we're going to talk about the anode rod in your water heater. So the anode rod is not really something you think about on a regular basis, but it is very, very important. The anode rod is basically called the sacrificial helper, and it sacrifices itself for your water heater tank. So without the anode rod, your water heater tank would rust, corrode, and leak, and eventually it would burst. Why is that? David's going to tell you a little bit about the science behind it.
Most of these tanks and these water heaters are steel. And the problem with a steel tank is that over time they can rust and corrode. An anode rod is a metal rod that goes inside of the water heater. It's composed of magnesium, aluminum, and zinc. And basically what's happening is the anode rod is corroding before the tank corrodes. So all of the corrosive materials that are in the water attack the anode rod before they would attack your steel tank. Because the anode rod is sacrificial, it actually over time corrodes and wears out, and you want to make sure that you check it and replace it before it gets too far, because then your tank will start to corrode and it won't last as long as it's designed to.
So we're going to show you how to replace it, what you need to do, and how often you need to replace it.
So our trailer is equipped with the Suburban. It's a Suburban water heater. It's a 6-gallon. It runs on gas and electric. It's very common for most trailers this size. The larger ones can have a 10-gallon. So basically, if you open your hatch, here's your water heater. The first thing you want to do is make sure that your propane and your electric is shut off to your water heater, and this water needs to have cooled down. You want to make sure that you don't have warm or hot water in the tank. And then the anode rod is located right here. This is also a drain plug, where if you want to drain your water heater for winter, you can also drain it. We're going to use a 1 1/16 inch socket and a ratchet to get this off. It also helps to have an extension. So now we're going to go ahead and remove the anode rod. And there will be water in your tank. So basically you can see what's happening here to our anode rod. Ours is not completely used up. We could probably leave this in here a little longer if we wanted to, but I'm going to go ahead and change it. You can see the portion that is used up and what's left on the stick. Also, there will be some sediment in the bottom of your tank, so once you pull this anode rod out, sometimes it's a good idea to go ahead and try to maybe put a water hose up in here and flush this out as best as you can. Also, you can open this to vent it. Oh shit. Which, this will help evacuate the tank much quicker because you've got air coming in, water coming out.
Okay, so I get the dirty job, and that's flushing this thing out. So you want to try to flush the sediment out because there will be some sediment at the bottom. We're just using our quick fill hose extension, which is what we use to fill up our fresh tank. So this is going to help us rinse out the sediment at the bottom of the water heater tank. So make sure you don't turn this on before you put it in here. So you'll see some sediment come out as you're moving it in and out to try to move around to the bottom of the tank. Here's some more. There's sediment coming out.
So the anode rod we're using is the brand Suburban, which is the brand of our water heater. I got this at our local RV dealership. I'm sure you can also find it on Amazon. Just make sure that the anode rod that you buy is the right part for your water heater. Like I said, we do have the 6-gallon Suburban, and this one, the part number on this one is 233516. The new rod comes with the Teflon tape already on it, so you don't have to worry about that. And you can see the difference between the new and the old. And like I said, these things will go pretty much all the way down to nothing. This one has still got some life in it, believe it or not. We could go ahead and leave this in there, but just for good faith, I'd like to go ahead and just put this one in here. I think this thing cost about $22. So it's really not an expensive item. And basically, you're just going to insert it back into the hole and thread it in there. Make sure that it's not cross-threaded. Make sure that you can thread it in by hand. And then you get your ratchet and tighten it up. Make sure that you don't over tighten it because you don't want to strip these threads out. Also, you want to make it to where you will be able to get it out the next time you do this. So don't over tighten your anode rod. Also, remember that this is in the winter time. If you were to drain your water heater, which is what we normally do, we just keep it empty. This would be the way that you could drain it. Another way that you can drain your water heater is if you open up your hot water line. Anything left in your water heater a lot of it will drain out of this hose right here.
So as you can see, replacing your anode rod is very easy. It's necessary, and now we want to tell you a few reasons why it's very important to replace the anode rod. First and foremost, you want to extend the life of your water heater and make sure that you maintain your manufacturer's warranty.
If you don't maintain your anode rod and your water heater, your water can become stinky and have a bad taste. And your water faucets can be gritty, sandy, or discolored.
Okay, another thing you want to look out for is, has it been 3 or more years since you've changed your anode rod? That's an indication that you definitely need to do that.
Another reason you might want to replace your anode rod is if your water heater is making any excessive popping, banging noises while you're running your hot water. This is a sign that your tank could be ready to bust.
Just keep in mind that if your water heater bursts, there's so much time involved. Even if you have insurance, there's so many issues, money, time, that you're out. So this is just a great reason to keep this on your to-do list. I have to have to-do lists. Make sure it's on your to-do list to replace.
We really hope this video has helped you understand the importance of maintaining your water heater and given you tips on changing out your anode rod.
If you like videos like these, don't forget to share with your travel trailer RV friends. Don't forget to like our videos, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video.
Have a great weekend.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Are you going to have seeds in your mouth while you're making a video?
No. One more.
We're just using our quick fill
Hose extension.
We're just using our quick fill hose extension.
This is what we use to fill up our fresh tank.
Okay.
To help fill up our fresh tank.
We're just using our quick fill hose extension, which is what we use to fill up our fresh tank. So this is that right?
Yeah.
Is to avoid any kind of water leader leaks. Water heater leaks.
We really hope this video has helped us. We really hope this video has helped
you.
If you don't maintain your anode water, you need to check the audio on that.